Alright, let me cut more. Right here, actually. And select more. Right here. Now I can add a couple edge loop also. Like, no, not that one, sorry. No. No, that's too much, so let me just cut it the way I just did with the others. Right here. Right there. Now that edge, then the one. That edge can be used to round up the tip now. To resemble more shape. Add one more right there to create the rounded shape. Down. Right here, and we start to have a finger, you guys. Now we need to do a couple things on it. First of all, I would actually select that edge and make it a little bit bigger to recreate knuckles and the bottom right there that we're going to recreate. Right here. Now what we want is the inverse. We want to pinch it here. So what we want is select the vertices right here. Two, for example, and bring them up actually. Alright, and those right here looks pretty good. What we want to do is we are going to insert another loop right here, and we are going to grab part of them and bring it deeper like that, so it recreates the bottom part of it. Okay, just like we did kind of right here. We can do a little bit better here by insert another loop. Alright, and start following the drawing a little bit more. So let's zoom in, and we can go right here. Right here. Look at it. Yeah, it's starting to get better. It's starting to get there. We still need to do the second part, the lower part, and then we'll do the flaps. Make sure you reposition properly. I go a little bit more usually just to exaggerate, to make it sure it looks okay. Because remember, we're still not 3D when we're gonna look at it at the end. It'll be on a 2D screen. So insert an edge loop right here, and I can scale that out. Bring it down right there. Right here. Okay, now let's do that right here. To be pinched in. Let me zoom in. Go. And maybe I'll do the other one a little bit more pinched in. Okay, now we need to do the diamonds. Get rid of the Virtual Studio for that one. And let me get the cut tool. But first I want to see better. So I'm going to get rid of the... And so I'm going to cut into it. with the multi-cut tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 for bending. That 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bend that 1 right here. Alright. The nail will be done separately. You just put it on right here, make a little mesh out of it. It's very simple little mesh, and just put it on. Or you can select right here, but in games you don't really do that because that brings way so much more, and extrude it. Alright. Actually, I don't like the extrusion on that one. I'd rather put it on top of it. It uses a lot less mesh. Well, let's keep going right here just a second though. Let's soften our edges. Alright, and let's anchor it now. So let me go back to that. Let me go back to the material attribute. A little bit more transparent. And let's look at what we can do. We need to attach it, so we're going to need to create more loops, all the time 1 in the middle. So select the mesh and do an insert edge loop. But before that, we're going to duplicate that finger. So Shift D for me, and that's duplicated, put it on the side for now. Okay, and now what we're going to do is that we're going to kind of rotate it a little bit. But not too much, just a little bit. Right here, so it fits. And now we need to cut right here in the middle, because we're going to need, get rid of that one for now. So we're going to need a lot more than we have right now. One thing also, and that will give us the opportunity to run it up. So let's start adding 1, 2 loops, maybe right here. So we go 1, and that, if that goes all around like that, you might, because it goes under basically, undo that and just cut with the tool I showed you. Alright, so you can just go right here and say, okay, go to the face level, and I'm going to select just those faces. And then I go to the mesh tool, cut the face right here. Alright, so all around it now I've got that space. Alright, and the first thing I'm going to do before I even anchor them is readjust a little bit that situation. And from now, I'm not going to even look at the picture, frankly, for now, beside when I'll put back the other fingers. I can eyeball that pretty well for running it up. So I got that one right here, that one right there. I need another one on both sides right here. So let me select those faces. This time just these. And go in and cut again. Right here. And that looks decent. And I will I'm gonna readjust it after, but I'm gonna adjust it right now when I'm gonna put them together. So you gotta select them both and combine them. And then you're gonna delete the face at the bottom right here and attach them using the using the target wheel tool, and you can do something like that. Oops, that's the wrong target. You can attach them like that basically, and it's gonna run up your shape because it's gonna force the mesh outside to go to the positioning of the finger that has been run up already. Alright, so we can just run up a little bit more the mesh after that manually. Alright, and we should have no problem. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.